right now, your back hurts.
Maybe not badly. Maybe just a dull ache you've learned to ignore.
You sit at a desk, or you stand too long, or you wake up stiff, and you assume that's just aging.
It's not aging. Your spine is failing at a job it was never designed to do.
And the reason why goes back further than medicine, further than evolution, further than anything your doctor has ever mentioned to you. Your body thinks you live in a cave, and it is doing everything it can to get you back there. Let's start with the most obvious problem. You are the only animal on Earth that stands completely upright on two legs. Every other primate, chimps, gorillas, bonobos, walks on four limbs most of the time. The few that occasionally walk upright do it briefly, awkwardly, and stop. You do it all day, every day, for your entire life. And your skeleton was not originally built for this. Around 6 million years ago, our ancestors began shifting from moving on four limbs to moving on two. The oldest confirmed bipedal human ancestor found so far is Sahelanthropus chadensis, a creature that lived in what is now Chad. Researchers discovered it in 2001. Its spine attached to its skull from underneath, not from behind the way a chimpanzee's does. That single feature tells us it walked upright. But walking upright came with a cost nobody talks about. The human spine is shaped like an S. That curve is not a design feature. It is a compromise. A spine built for walking on four legs is shaped more like a C, a gentle arch from base to neck, evenly distributing weight along the whole length. When our ancestors stood up, evolution had to reshape that spine to balance a vertical body. It added a second curve in the lower back, the lumbar curve, to keep the torso centered over the hips. It works. Mostly. But that lumbar curve is also exactly why 80% of adults will experience significant back pain at some point in their lives. It is why herniated discs exist. It is why lower back injury is the single most common cause of disability worldwide.
Your spine is carrying weight it was redesigned to carry in a hurry, across only a few million years.
For a creature that then stopped moving the way evolution assumed it would. Because here is what evolution assumed. It assumed you would keep moving. Anthropologists studying the Hadza people of Tanzania, one of the last remaining hunter-gatherer groups on Earth, have found that they walk an average of 5 to 8 miles per day. They squat for hours, they climb, they carry. They never sit in a chair. They have almost no chronic back pain. Not because they are special, because they are using the body the way the body was built to be used. Your lumbar spine is stabilized by a web of deep muscles. Those muscles only stay strong and functional through constant movement. When you sit for 8 hours at a desk, those muscles slowly switch off. They stop firing. They atrophy. And the spine they were meant to support starts to compress, rotate slightly, and wear in ways it was never supposed to. The chair did more damage to the human body than almost any invention in history. But the back is only the beginning. Your eyes were built for a world that no longer exists. The human eye evolved in an environment where the furthest thing you ever needed to focus on was the horizon, roughly 3 to 5 miles away on an open plain. Your eye focuses by changing the shape of its lens. A muscle called the ciliary muscle contracts and releases to shift focus between near and far objects.
For the vast majority of human history, that muscle spent most of its time relaxed, focused on the middle and far distance. Today, hundreds of millions of people spend 8 to 12 hours a day staring at objects 18 to 24 inches from their face.
The ciliary muscle never relaxes. In 1960, roughly 25% of the world's population was myopic, nearsighted.
Today, that number is close to 33% globally, and in parts of East Asia, it reaches 80 to 90% among young adults. Researchers call it a myopia epidemic. The leading hypothesis is not genetics.
The leading hypothesis is near work. Screens, books, the relentless close focus that modern life demands.
Your eye is straining to do something it was never designed to do for this long. And then there is your immune system.
For almost the entirety of human existence, your body lived in constant contact with the outside world.
Soil, parasites, bacteria from food, from water, from the ground you slept on. Your immune system evolved not just to fight threats, but to calibrate itself against them.
It needed input. It needed a continuous stream of microbial information to learn what was dangerous and what was not.
In 1989, epidemiologist David Strachan published what became known as the hygiene hypothesis. He noticed something strange in the data. Children who grew up in larger families, with more siblings, more exposure to illness and germs, had significantly lower rates of allergies. His hypothesis, an immune system that never learns to distinguish real threats from harmless ones, starts attacking everything. Asthma, eczema, food allergies, inflammatory bowel disease, type 1 diabetes. All of them have risen sharply over the last century, most dramatically in the wealthiest, cleanest, most sanitized environments on Earth. Your immune system was built to fight. When there is nothing to fight, it turns inward.
This is not a call to stop washing your hands.
Your immune system is running ancient software in an environment it was never designed for. Your body is not malfunctioning. It is doing exactly what it was built to do. It is scanning for predators you will never encounter. It is calibrating for movement you never perform. It is waiting for a darkness that never comes, a distance your eyes never focus on, a microbial landscape that no longer exists. Every backache, every strained eye, every inexplicable allergy, your body filing a report from 300,000 years ago. The cave is gone. The body hasn't gotten the message yet. And every day, without knowing it, your body is still trying to go home.